I want a sandwich. Now. Oh, sandwich wench. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench. I want a sandwich. Sandwich. Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. I am going to be going through Chantel's Let's Talk Paradise stream. I'm in fact joined by my very own Foodie Beauty, in fact. He named it himself because he's eating bruschetta. Yeah, indeed. Garden Grill bruschetta. So Foodie Beauty McDaveface is here. Say hello, Foodie Beauty McDaveface.
Hello, Foodie Beauty McDaveface.
They can't hear you for shit. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm going to be going through that. David's very kindly okay with this because, 2 hours. We're going to be here for I'm shooting for 2, maybe 2.5, but no guarantees. We're going to go through that, though, because you guys wanted me to go through it yesterday, and it's set up for that anyway. Hello to Bry and Chicken Sushi. And yes, David is on stream. We're going to be doing a Not Worth a Cork later. Hello, V by Thou Nutella. Hope you're both well. And heard David says hello back to Foodie Beauty McDavidface. Hello to everyone. Let me go to YouTube. Hello, Magpie Majesty. Great name, by the way. Hello, Shrimp, Lopo, CS Rayburn, Fuzzy Buzzy, Spectre. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Spectre. I appreciate that. Hello, CS Rayburn. Hello. Thank you, by the way, guys, for checking my time. But I did confirm with David. Rumble literally said it said 4 p.m. It didn't say 15:22. It said 1600.
It did exactly say 1600.
So I don't know what happened there, but it came out wrong. So we're starting a little early, but that's all right. Gives us a little wiggle room of time before we have to go make something to eat. Hello, Bubbly. Hello to I missed anyone? Inu. Hello. Hello to Scroll Wayward. Hello. Let's see. The Dramatic Penguin Cues. Hope you're well. They don't tell you the price that you pay. Is that what you get for eating bruschetta? I don't know. I don't know if it's a joke or something. Ham and cheese toasties. We do enjoy them, Inu. Hello. Much hellos to David. Oh, everyone's saying hello to you, by the way.
Much hellos back.
Yeah. Okay. David is popular. David approves. David's ego is suddenly swollen. Very good. Well,
I might get my ego to be somewhat the same size like Chantel's finger.
It is quite fat, to be fair. I look at my hands from time to time and I go, right, if my rings don't fit on my hand, I know I need to lose a bit of weight. She can't wear rings, although I'm wearing a signet ring and I've got quite a big hand, so it does look a little out of place. But it's fine, I don't care.
I wonder which part of Chantel I actually weigh as much as.
One of her cankles? One of her chins? I don't know.
Leg, maybe?
It's amusing because we're men, we have more hair on our heads than she does. Yet men normally lose their hair. I feel good about that. Although she has more hair on her beard than I do. And that annoys me. Greatly annoys me. I've been growing this for over 10 years and it's nowhere near as good as hers. Anyway, so if I bring you over to the TV, yes, you got Lady Plumpy on the screen as opposed to Demon Wizzy today. We're going to be here for Kick. I will full screen this. I don't care about her chat. I will speed her up because this is a 2-hour, 55-minute affair. I'm going to pull up the chat so I can see all you delicious people. Thank you, by the way, for the super chat at the start. Hello, Favor6. Hope you're well. Also, a David, by the way. He calls you Fake David. David sounds like he's in another dimension. Well, it's because I'm using a microphone that only points at me. So when he speaks into it, he has to be exactly where I am or he can't be heard. It's not omnidirectional. But I'll point you in his direction.
Hello all. I'll say this properly now, then I'll just be very quiet in the future. Yes, unless you want me literally sitting in Meg's mouth to speak, which is not very comfortable. Oh, he's making faces. I think he'd enjoy. Yes, I am here. I'll interject a little bit, but yeah, if I'm quiet, it's because I'm sat over the side snacking.
Excellent. But also, David doesn't partake in this area of the internet. So if you hear rustling, this is where we normally frequent. He is not a part of this.
Yes, I am here as a mod.
He is a mod, though, so if you want to be a dick, knowing that Dave has to deal with you. Hello, Old Guy Gamer and Noah. I hope you're all well today. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to go through her PEARADISE stream because of yesterday. Microphone is picky. It's a Shure MV7X. It's not a Yeti, which is renowned for omnidirectional. This is very much for one person to enhance that one person, and being the egotistical narcissist that I am, I want it all on myself. As is well known, I am quite well known for my gigantic ego. Hello, Frank Ghost. Happy Saturday to you too. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hello, Aki as well. Thank you again for joining. We really appreciate it. And let's dive in. Once it unmutes. I hit space and I realised it's not unmuted because I have to have it open on my end as well. There we go.
Can you take me higher?
Please don't sing, Chantal. Your singing is actually diabolical. It's like listening to David sing, and I've heard him sing at gigs. I'd rather not. No offence.
To a place where bees and rains.
Where bees and rains. Oh, dear God. Can you take me higher?
BG thirsty.
I think she was singing Creed. She was singing Higher by Creed. Inu, David is being christened into hell. Congrats. Awesome. To be fair, David does not give a shit about any of this. He is about as far removed from this as possible. He does not give a damn. I don't think he actually even gets it. But I was very honest with him. I was like, the reason I stream is because you guys donate. The super chats, it sounds rude, but I also do it because the end of year reviews, but because there is money here and I don't really see an issue with that. I'm not going to lie about it, though. Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Hello. Wait, I gotta bring my chat up.
Oh, I'm sorry, dramatic you did, but I hope we're able to get to that and find out what on it. Oh, she says it's so frustrating.
That's such a good one, Scrape, honestly. I got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you pack your bag? We'll leave tonight. Hi, guys.
Just a quick thing, because I've got her at 1.5 times speed. Let's go down to normal speed and hear that again. Yeah?
Oh.
Where is it?
Oh. BG thirsty.
See how slow she is, by the way?
BG thirsty.
Out of breath already. Good to know.
Hello.
Go on, do the singing again.
Wait,
I want to hear
bring my
it.
chat up. That's such a good one, Scrape, honestly.
Slow motion.
I got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you pack your bag? We'll leave tonight.
The slow motions. This is a normal speed, right? She was singing. It sounds like slow motion as well. I had to speed her up 50% for her to sound vaguely normal, which is really bad. I don't pretend to be able to sing because I only have like 4 different voices I can do and none of them are melodic. The nearest I can get is probably, I might be able to do aggression, maybe?
I imagine you could do some good aggression vocals.
I reckon I could.
For about 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'd have to, no, I can hold it. I just need to practice. That's the thing. I'd have to practice, but no, I don't do it. Sounds like BG thirsty. Yes, it does. On that note, I have water. I've got some Hawkston still, but I'm going to drink a little water first. Hello, Serena. Hope you're well. Vexa, don't know if I said hello to you. Bexterino, hello. We are back to. We'll go back to 1.5 because I make sure. Yeah, we're on 1.5. So.
Hi, guys.
See.
No,
normal.
Lanzapine. I'm good. Hey, very sick puppy. Hey, Scrape. Hey,
Chicken sushi. I'm glad you do. I can do some aggressive sounding stuff. And we know I can growl, but not like singers can. So it would take some practice, I reckon. But I think given time, I could get there.
Hey, who's in here else? Green eggs. Mena. Pooh. Refresh. Pooh.
She's talking about poo.
Pretty vacant. Gab. I watched all 3 episodes. Sage. Alien.
Yeah.
Dale, did you see that they called her a feederism expert?
Foodie Beauty McDavid Face is eating bruschetta, for those who don't know. well, bag of made stuff. Garden grill, crumbles, bruschetta, and 2 of the dogs are asleep, and one's just staring at him like, "Give it to me. I will give it a home."
Fuck, what a title. You watch 5-Year-Old Visit Me, King Cobra's Ghost?
Magpie Majesty, I do indeed do sounding, yes. I regularly partake in it, yes. Being a eunuch, I am quite well known for my enjoyment of sounding. Yeah. Do you know what that is? David just said no. Well, this is going to be fun. So we take a... say I take this, right? And I shove it down your urethra. That is sounding, all right? There was a guy at the gym, right, who didn't know what that was, and I was like, so I take this pen, and he's like, yeah, and I stick it in your pee-pee, and he goes, oh! He grabs, he's like hovering, he's like, no. And by the way, I held up a gigantic candle lighter, long ones, bit thick, cause pain, needs a lot more than lube.
Yeah, he was talking shit on people who were accusing him of bad stuff, though, that's why. Some of them, okay, I made some notes. Okay, I'm in Canada, you can watch it on HBO Max.
Shut up. Hello, Band on the Run, hope you're well. Thank you to everyone that's joined. I know we're earlier than usual today, but there's a reason for it. Hello, Diana. The reason we're early is because David and I will be hosting a Not Worth a Cork later on a Megon Live. We'll be playing with the new lapel mics, which we've tested, and they sounded great. I've listened to it back. Sounded good. Yeah, it sounded better when I turned the audio completely up, because I thought it wouldn't be loud enough. Turned it all the way up, and it was fine. Oh, it's fine.
Investigation Discovery. In Canada, you can watch it on...
yeah, I know,
Prime,
Q's, I know.
Mayo expert. Hi, Dokras.
And Inu, yes, a Cyrax. Jesus, that is a horror cow.
Anyone I talk about, anything like that, I don't wish them any harm in life, okay? Even my enemies, honestly, I don't. So,
well, come.
If you don't like different types of humor, that type of humor, you might be offended, but...
Foodie Beauty McDavid Face has actually annihilated a bag of bruschetta.
Calories are in this?
Can't be that many, surely.
500 calories.
How many?
About 440.
That's a decent amount of calories for you to eat in one sitting.
Mid-afternoon snack, that is.
Yeah, that's tiding. No, David's eating nearly 500 calories. He's getting fat.
This stream is not going to be for Snowflake. Hey, Melly, even FFG.
Oh, and chicken sushi. I'd love to. Shut up.
Because...
I'd love to hear it when it's finished. By the way, chicken sushi. You have to send it, or let me at least find it. Tell me where it is, so I can. When it's done, I'd love to hear your work. I really would.
That's what God would want me to do. And
I saw a really cool Ormsby
today.
today.
Actually, the major purpose I realize of my life is that I'm here to serve God, right?
Art the Clown, hello. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a marvellous day today. David is the next Goral. He is indeed. He just needs to gain some fat.
Spoiler alert warning. Oh, yeah. Hey, Melinda, you won't know what I'm talking about anyway.
Wait, but he has no idea
if
what
you haven't watched it, you're not really going to know what I'm talking about. She came back to remind me to throw it. You just finished it? Hey, minute. Hey, Cheesy Yum Yum.
I love that when Chantal's on kick, she can't use the filters as heavily. So she has to rely on the reduced light and the resolution of 720p to hide the fact her skin would pass for a scratch and sniff map.
The weirdest chubby chasers are always from... I can see what you mean.
Oh, please do, Sushi. I'd love to hear it. Send it.
Yeah, I don't wish harm, but if something bad happens, I'll be like, oh no. Yeah.
Shut up. So I saw a really cool headless Ormsby guitar recently, and I was like, that looks amazeballs. Multi-scale? Yes. Very tasty. But I'd be a broke Meg. Well, I'm not, but I am. Thank you, Farrah Trout, for 6 months. You're on a 3-month streak. I really appreciate that. Got money. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Positive J, exactly. Actually, God in Islam doesn't require you to be like, oh,
Q's, I don't speak to anyone else, so
I doubt that would happen. You don't have to be nice to people who harm you, you know? But it's just about...
David, you need 9,500 calories a day to get to her size.
Makes me feel very
Can you do it?
Dark inside.
No.
You know, like when I said I wish everyone would just burn in hell? That, you know.
I can't do that. And I'm a lot bigger than you.
Hey, Sneakerhead.
Painful. I'd eat an entire box of cream eggs just to get close.
Spoiler alert. So one thing I noticed, if you want to stick around and you don't know what Paradise is, basically Paradise, P-E-A-R, as in pear-shaped, is a big like mansion in Las Vegas that's owned by a man named Stefan. He's a German who moved to the U.S. as a kid or something. Or as I don't remember when he moved, but he came here from Germany.
So I know very little about PEARADISE, the show that she's referring to. I had on Twitter seen some pictures of this house and the super morbidly obese ladies. I only knew about it because of the YouTuber Quirky Love Rosie, because of her being also super morbidly obese, claiming to be in it, not in it, kind of wanting to be a part of it, having a bigger part, not having a bigger part, and so on. I had heard about it, but I do find that to me, it's up there with other potentially reality style shows of just trivializing and tokenizing somebody for something about them that makes them within that group fit. And this one, it happens to be that they're all very, very, very large and all very, 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 very stupid. The stupidity, though, could also just be a damning indictment of the American education system, but that's dependent on the individual's interpretation and state level. Based on where Quirky is, I think there may be some truth to it. Is that your phone still going off? Okay, no, you're all good. I just wasn't sure. My stomach would explode. Yeah, Baxterino, I think we'd all struggle here. But Dramatic Penguin does in fact believe that David can do it. We believe in you. You can do it, like little Nicky biting the head off the bat. Oh no, but not Nitty. Ozzy in Little Nicky. That's it. Yeah, the joke fell flat. Hello, Henry. Hope you're well. Hello, SH. Hope you're well as well. Thank you for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. Smash like.
He's rich, and he has this place called Paradise, which is a haven for like. He likes women who are like very fat. Okay, like.
Yeah, we know there are kinks out there. We get it. I'm just gonna say what I've said before. Ew.
500 pounds plus. Actually, he likes women to be super fat and tall, but not to the point.
Now, I've never seen anyone super fat that happens to be female and tall. And I say female explicitly because I've got an auntie who's quite tall, and she was when she was younger, she was quite large. But now I'm older and I'm also considerably taller. I don't know if she was tall by those standards. You met my auntie, the one in Reigate still. I'm not gonna say her name, so you've met her. She's fairly tall. Yeah, wasn't tall, but she was when she was younger. She was not exactly a small person, but she lost all the weight and she changed her life. But I've never really seen anyone who's super morbidly obese and also a giant, unless they're male. And I know one of those. I know one. I'd love to deck him as well. Anyway, yes. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I'm not even going to watch this, by the way, because the show is. And thank you, Spectre, by the way, for the idea of a sandwich wench taco thing. That's clever. I like it. It's very funny. Jamie Carpenter, hope you're well. The creep ain't rich. Yeah, I know nothing about the creep from this Paradise show, so I feel like some people are sending some wind up someone's arse and they're not really giving much thought to it.
Being immobile, which after 500 pounds plus is actually really hard to do. So, unless you're pretty young, which, yes, because young and still active go hand in hand, if you think about it. Do I find him a bit creepy for...
Shut up. Inu, not YouTube. Eggface. YouTube equal weird filter potato. I like that. That's a very apt descriptor for how she looks when she goes on YouTube and when she's not on YouTube. Can you do me a favour? In the bathroom, there's some wipes. Can I have one, please? Because I've accidentally scratched my finger. Thank you. I do apologise. There's some hand wipes in there, and I just need one, to be honest. I scratched my ring finger. Those ones, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I don't need them now. Thank you. Just making sure it stays clean, that's all. I scratched my finger stupidly. Anyway, I know a new super fat who is tall. She's 6 feet, almost 400, but she got weight loss surgery and now half her weight. And you tell that's fantastic. At 6 feet, that is quite tall. At that point, you're quite right. Most of the women I've ever seen that qualified at most were like 5'5". And maybe it's because of how the body held on to the weight, because a lot of the guys I know, they hold the weight very differently. It sits on different parts of you, doesn't it? Same with girls, and it's not a criticism, it's just I've never seen that. Hi Fred, hope you're well. Smash like.
I don't understand liking someone in their 20s. Like, I personally find that even Salah's a bit young. Hi, Okie Pokey. But it's not illegal to be with someone who's 22, so, but...
Why is she mentioning... Oh, okay, sorry.
I find that... So basically he has this home, these big women come there, they feel good about themselves, Now, I find there's, like, blurred boundaries. Like, I find probably the biggest issue with all of these things going on that he's being accused of is not firm boundaries. Like, okay,
Shut up. Hi, Betafy. I hope you're well. The boundaries thing. Do we know what she's talking about? Because I've not seen Paradise. I don't. If it's on some channel, I've not watched it. I don't know if she has either. To be fair, do let me know because this is new territory for me. And hello, Uber David.
Good afternoon.
Hi, V by Val. Oh no, I've said hello to you already, haven't I? Sorry,
I
I'm
made
saying it
notes
again.
because
Hi.
I don't want to forget what I'm going to say. One girl, I think it was Savvy, she came out and she was just like, I'm a survivor of Paradise. First of all, the survivor thing, I can't stand.
Seven.
Hey, Foodie fan. Hi, everybody, by the way.
You're lucky.
He's like, yeah, he's I don't know. I don't see how mature-wise an almost 50-year-old will want anything to do with a 20-year-old, but...
Hey, Leona. Hello, Charity McPherson. I was playing my left-handed Hefner last night to cope with storms. I have a left-handed Hefner as well. Good choice. I have a Hefner Ignition, so the basic one. And I'm glad the company Hefner has been saved by Thoman's parent company. Great news.
The only thing she really accused him of was touching her belly. And he was touching her belly, and what they said in the documentary, I'm going by what's said in the documentary, Cupcake, okay? I don't just blindly follow people. I watch, and then I make my own opinion.
I could believe she's telling the truth here, but it's also possible with what she says. It's going to be a complete load of bollocks. Hello, Maria Spaghetti. Hope you're well.
So, after she told... I noticed this in the documentary. They said after she told him to say stop, he did. So... he made you feel uncomfortable, but how is he supposed to know that unless you communicate that to him? So there again is like a blurred boundary problem. You know what I mean? I mean, these people were flirting, showing sexual pictures of each other behind even going to Paradise. So they would send Stefan sex videos.
Sorry, I just noticed there are two random bits at the bottom of my drink, and I've had to show David. Yeah. Where the Fraggle Rock they come from? All right, well, never mind. My drinks are...
I didn't put anything in it when I took it outside for a photo.
Yeah, I just would pick it up.
Unless I've dropped in it while it was...
No, it must have. Never mind.
For a photo.
It's fine. I'll drink water now anyway. Never mind. For those who don't know, we were drinking Hawkston Lager. We were drinking more of that later with the Not Worth a Cork episode that will mostly be not whiskey. Foodie's hormones are completely screwed, I imagine. Where's that gone? Oh, crap, I've lost it. Yeah. Her body's just flinging fat. I could believe that, Inu. You haven't looked at my last message, Meg. Chicken sushi, what have you written? There we go. Find it. I have to scroll up because there's lots of messages. No, I haven't seen it. Where can I send it to? Oh, email. The Real Omegon, one word, at yahoo.com. And then before someone says, oh, you use Yahoo. Yes, I fucking do. So bloody what? I don't care. I've had that email for a long time. Yeah, let's carry on.
Pictures
Thank
flirting
you.
together. So right then and there, that's going to create blurred lines.
By the way, and sorry, Chicken Sushi, I've got like 4 chats open. I'm not going to see everything, or 3, but I can't see everything. I do apologize. That's my fault.
Confusion, you know? So that one person right there, I don't think he's guilty of anything with that Savvy woman, honestly. Maybe she feels that way. I don't want to discount people's feelings, but when you look at what he did, touching her belly, yeah, you're going to a place. She's like, well, if somebody touched my belly at work, that would be fucking sexual assault. Yeah, but Paradise is not a professional workplace, you fucking...
Now, this is a question for the chat. They're filming a documentary. Is Paradise, then, a professional workplace in the context of it being for a documentary or not? Because I feel like they've intentionally created a grey line to justify bad behaviour. And that would include going up to people and touching them where they don't want to be touched. And going from there. Hello Q's and hello Shrimp. I've said hello to you both on purpose because there's someone in between you who wants me to acknowledge them. I refuse to.
Idiot. It's a place where big women know that there's hot tub time. There's going to be sexual stuff going on. And actually, this Savvy girl who's accusing having a problem with Stefan slapping a girl's butt went up and slapped Cass's ass and didn't get her consent. So it's okay for you as a woman to slap her ass. But it's not okay when Stefan does it, when you're all slapping each other's asses. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so that was the one thing with the Savvy thing. I just think that's just fucking bullshit.
Language.
A slap on the ass, I don't know. And it made me actually realize, though, I've been assaulted many times. I like every single party I've been to. Girls touching my boobs. A guy smacking my ass. That's happened so many times. How many times has that happened to you going to a party?
Now, Maid of Fire, that's a very good point. If you were in this mansion with all these other large heifers, and you slipped and fell, would you get workers' compensation coverage? Workers' comp coverage. I assume that's compensation. That's a question. I do wonder. But then if it's in America, the United States, I mean, unless you've got insurance for every tiny thing, you're not getting anything for it. You're not getting paid anything, to be honest. Inanna, hello. I dislike reality shows per default. Yeah, I'm not a big reality show person either. I really don't care for them at all. Quick question, I'll ask David. Does David like reality shows? No, he does not.
Unless you class Grand Tour or something else. No.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, neither of us. I've never been a reality show person. I just think with what it became, what it was at first, I mean, like first Big Brother, that intrigued me. First X Factor intrigued me. You know, like Britain's Got Talent, first two. Sure, you've piqued my interest. Afterwards, no, you can take that now. I'm done. Do what movies do. Do a trilogy and then walk away. Don't milk it dry like a horror movie series, okay? Stop ruining stuff for me, okay? Hi, Elizabeth. Hope you're well. If I've missed anyone, don't forget to say hello in the chat. I'd love to say hi back.
And probably wasn't right.
Thank you, Rice Poudine. Hit like or you don't wipe your bum. Well, that is a very valid point. If you don't hit like, you don't wipe your bum. You have been told by Rice Poudine. You should be ashamed of yourselves for not wiping your bums. I couldn't be more disturbed by that, actually. It's disgusting.
But at the time,
Shut
you're
up.
just
Hello,
like, you know.
hello, creatures such as me. Hope you're well.
It's on HBO Max or on.
On the one I'm
are you
not
in
seeing
Canada
it.
or?
HBO Max. The show is. I'm not going to watch that.
So, his baby mama. I think his baby mama. She's the black woman, right? The answer would be no, just because he asked, right?
And that's true, Kayla May. Chantal is very anti-woman. To be fair, so is Quirky, and so is Amber. Amber is the worst one of the lot. For somebody who is only interested in women, it is remarkable how much she hates women. Like, she actively goes out of her way to sabotage everyone. Joke's on you, I have a bidet. So so apparently you also Nutella like Chantal, then just have a giant douche bottle with a squirty thing at the end. Cool. I'm glad to hear that others use budget hoses.
Anyway,
Hi, Marcy with the wife, says hello to David as well. Sorry, Foodie Beauty McDavid Face.
Hello, Marcy with a wife.
Foodie Beauty McDavid Face has finished stuffing their face. Their mukbang is over.
Was in the
For
hot tub
now,
one night.
till
with
steak
Stefan, and she
later.
was like, in her mind, oh, I hope he doesn't want sex tonight.
Actually, question for the chat. Shut up, Chantal, because we know, as is well known, Chantal and Amber like their steaks a certain way. Let's see if David can guess how they like their steak. Now, when we cook a steak, I prefer medium to well, because I've always preferred medium, slightly over medium, to be honest. You prefer medium. Right. How do you think, and they're not going to hear you very well, how do you think Chantal and Amber like their steak?
So I've got two ideas here. One is that they're too greedy to bother cooking it properly, so it'll be blue because they'll put it in the pan and be like, that'll do, I want to eat.
Okay, what's the other one?
And the other one is they're too stupid to appreciate good food, so they'll have it burnt to a crisp.
Okay, you got it right the second time. They both do it well. They hate it, and I don't like that at all. They like their meat dry. Yeah. Earlier today for lunch, I had some chicken nuggets basically and some wedges. David had some chicken nuggets and some chicken leg bits, thigh bits.
Chicken thigh, yeah.
Right. Well, we're carrying them back to the car, and some of the juice from the thighs in the packaging went onto my hoodie, went straight through and scalded my skin. It was not nice. I hope it was delicious at least.
It was tasty, yeah. they were still nice and warm when they got
And
home, and they were tasty.
C.S. Rayburn has said there, shoe leather. That's how they like the steak. We can hear Lordy David. I'm glad you can. I did move the mic so you could be heard. I prefer just over medium, to be honest. I'm okay there. That's fine for me. But David, you're a medium guy. Medium to rare, aren't you?
Medium rare.
Yeah. Medium rare. Yeah, we had some chimkin. We did, yeah.
So she kind of said that she conveyed that to him, and then he was kind of pushy about it, like, oh, come on, you don't want it tonight? You always want it. So then she, I guess...
If she's watching, for providing the chimkin on the server for the next meal.
Yes, I saw. Chicken lunch face.
Yes. I don't know. Like, wasn't really clear. She just said that.
I'm good, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I just got burned. That's all. It just went through my hoodie, which is quite thick, through my t-shirt, and which is also quite thick in a hot day, and then went straight to my skin. And all David heard was "Gah." Thank you, Rice Poudine. Ask David how barracuda and ricotta smells.
a reference to something. Ricotta's a cheese.
I know the song Barracuda from Guitar Hero.
Yeah, Barracuda's a song, ricotta's a cheese. Ricotta smells like cheese.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with ricotta. I know panna cotta. Is it the same? I like raspberry panna
but
cotta.
she didn't really feel like she wanted to, but she felt pressured to do it.
Thank you, Rice Pudding, for the super
I'm not, like,
chats.
defending
Let me give
that,
it
but-
deserves. Thank you again.
That's a very fine line. How many of you have boyfriends or lovers or husbands that just always want sex?
Yeah, my husband's right next to me, and all he ever wants is sex. No, he's my friend. No, no, I have no idea what that's like. Having someone who just wants sex in my life, except for the housemates I had at university, because that's all they did. Tarquin, the Running Man.
And sometimes you're like, oh, I have a headache. And then they're like, you know, they'll like nibble on your ear or do something, and like, come on, you don't want it.
Oh,
And then they'll be
Cypher,
like,
no,
"All right."
did she? Damn it. I was hoping to catch that because I was curious if she was going to do 12 hours to get the hours in on Kick so she can get a decent payout. But if she's not doing it, then it's kind of embarrassing, really, isn't it? Hello, Cypher Null, by the way. Hope you're well. Oh, hello. Oh, no, you're not there now. Okay, fair enough.
Right, just get it over with. You know what I mean? Like, that just seems something like common.
Yeah, same, Wayward. I'm the same.
I don't know. I think that's just like pretty normal.
Cottage cheese we put in lasagna. Oh, do you put ricotta in lasagna? They do. Made of Fire does.
Okay, I don't.
Oh. We do a pretty good lasagna. We've done it a few times. We usually get it pretty damn right as well. Doesn't come out looking like a pile of slush. Nice square slice of the action. Mince is cooked in wine, isn't it, usually?
So yeah, normally wine, chopped tomatoes, tomato paste, and
Yeah. It's damn good, don't it? Unless it's a really nice steak. That's fair. We've got some steaks after this. I've got rump because I wanted to make sure it's a big enough piece in case my sister wanted some. She does, so yep. And David's got ribeye. Given the choice, he prefers ribeye. I kind of prefer sirloin. I know something about. I just like I like the name. I can't go with T-bone because it makes it sound like I'm into something.
And, oh, thank you, Sneakerhead, giving me some of that lawyer money, right? I don't know. I don't see that as like great, honestly. If she would have said a firm no, I don't want it, and then he still touched her, okay, then you can say that. What if you're like, oh, okay, giving in? Well, you know, like, I don't know. To me, that's just. And then, but not just that, she's saying that she's a victim, but she went back
Shut
to.
up. Hello, Bubbly. I hope you're well. Enjoy your pancakes. Elizabeth, I'm sorry about your sciatica. Oh, no, you're referring to her, sorry. Her sciatica, her headache, her boy. Oh, God. I didn't show David that. The gauze covered in goo. She underneath her stomach, which overhangs, underneath it, there's a boil. She constantly, because it's not staying dry, it's draining, and the gauze is just covered in red. And she treats it like it's nothing, and I'm like, it takes 5 lumps of gauze to get rid of that. No. If that happened with one thing for me, I'd be in the hospital. My sisters and you and everyone else would be calling a doctor, like, can we get him a doctor's appointment now? Can we?
bleeding out of the abdomen.
Yeah.
How bad is it? He's bleeding out of his abdomen. Ring 111 and see what they say.
Yeah.
the house after that and brought her kid.
Oh, thank you, Rice Pudding again. Hi, John Wayne Gacy. Is that Pogo the Clown? Is that John Wayne Gacy? Is that Pogo the Clown? Is that the guy who hid the bodies under the freaking in the crawl space under his house that he dug a hole in as well? Is that who that is? Hi, Zero the Hero. Hope you're well. I'm going to the theatre tonight, having an early dinner of spaghetti with tomato sauce. Nice. But we're going to have dinner after this. We'll have steak, chips, and onion rings. That's about it, really. We're having fancy chips, too.
Kids there every day.
Thrice
and then
cooked.
had a baby with him.
Someone says rump steak. I'll eat that.
No, hi, Ryder. No, Cass is the deceased one. She
Yeah.
needed the support from a
That's
man
fair.
she despises.
That's
who's
fair.
creepy. I don't know. Anyway,
Dicks.
So is Michael if you want to be rude to him.
Who?
but
Oh, no,
I don't, if she
no,
feels
no,
like she was
no.
pushed
We
and
don't
doesn't feel good
acknowledge
about
them.
that,
No,
I'm not going to discount
no.
her feelings, but that's just my
You
thought.
said
You know?
senpai. We can't be doing that.
I've submitted just to get my boyfriend out of my face. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's right? Hey, Asshair, I'm not taking.
Question for the chat here: do we think Chantel's in the right, with what she's saying here, or is she talking out of her rear end? Because I'm curious.
I'm not taking Stefan's side and everything here. I see fault on both ends, by the way. I don't know if I'm like giving more of a vibe that I'm supporting. Like, you know, I can see both sides in this situation.
Elizabeth,
You know.
they're just like McCain thrice cooked chips. They seem to think they're fancy, but We will find out later.
Just fancy beer battered onion
Not prostate battered.
rings.
Okay. Hi,
I
Barb
think
and
that,
Bodie. Shut up.
speaking
Hello, Barb and Bodie, and hello, Kitty Chutoy as well. So if you hear a clicking noise, I was opening a bottle of water to have a sip.
of his ex Cass, she passed away. Now, this Piggy Stardust woman is so annoying. 10 team baby? What do you mean? What happened? What does that mean, team 10
Heavy breathing intensifies.
team? What's that?
Hi, Stitch. Hope you're well.
Thank you, sneakerhead. Oh, you're 10.
Oh, fair enough,
yes.
made a 5. Fair enough.
Congratulations. Hey, Ass Hair, did I say hi to you? So, like, this Piggy Stardust woman is blaming.
Oh, and SH, you are quite right, by the way, with your comments about sex. Yeah, it's the difference between having sex with your partner and having a loving relationship, and you aren't fully in the mood and giving into a pestering from somebody you don't want to have sex with. That's completely fair, yeah. There's a big difference. One's called marriage. The other one's just playing the field.
No, I think one's long-term dating. Marriage is no sex, isn't it?
No, you have to get your calendars in sync. Right, okay. I'm free at 5 p.m. this time. I got 10 minutes. Cool. So 2028, getting it. Hi, Melissa. I hope you're well today. Hello, Anna Morris as well. Sorry I didn't notice you sooner.
These women are saying that if Cass had never gone to Paradise, she'd probably be alive today. Just because of what it did. Yeah, Piggy Stardust. The name
Shut
is
up. Lopo, I didn't know that. Thank you for the information about them being already vulnerable. So it's very, very difficult to be very black and white with the conversation. Thank you, Rice Pudine. She's defending a man who took advantage of drunk women and inserted things in them. Zero grace. Oh, she's defending. Right. Now it makes more sense. Thank you very much for the information. And honestly, at that point, it proves that Chantal really does hate women. She really does. That's quite embarrassing, isn't it?
kind of cool. What they did to her mental health.
Cheers,
just
Bri.
like,
Hi, Anna
you went on
Peters.
TikTok bullying Cass. You're probably just as responsible if you want to point fingers. Shay did, yeah. So, shut up, okay? I can't stand her, sorry. Cass, blaming Stefan for these women being adults and having free will to do what the fuck they want is just absolutely ridiculous to me.
I feel like she's going to get herself into a lot of trouble here. So I want to see what her chat says at the same time.
Hey, alien.
Piggy Stardust. Whoever wrote that is
Yeah, right,
genius.
And first of all, Cass left Paradise, did feeder content on her own, and gained 100 pounds when she was not at Paradise. And then when she, you know what I mean?
I love this here. If they don't like it, then leave. He is not holding them hostage. WTF, LOL. Because they work together. It's like Hugh Hefner's girlfriends coming forward after he died saying how horrible he was. I mean, his ex-wife had also said that he was firing dust when they had sex, so who cares at that point?
I mean, like when she went back, she was 100 pounds heavier. You're gonna blame Stefan for that?
Right.
Like, no, the women who go to Paradise are not thin when they go there. They're fat when they go there. And if they gain weight, that's not on anyone but them themselves.
A chat's
Sorry.
boring, by the way.
Thank you for the gift. Thank you, Marsha. No, seriously, I'm sorry, but they're making him sound like Epstein level. I don't get that vibe from him at all.
Her chat started arguing with her, so enjoy. Oh, really? Oh, good. Right. We'll leave this open. Thank you, Rice Pudding, for that information. The foreshadowing is important. Thank you again for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that's here. Don't forget to smash like. There's 119 of you on YouTube. The more likes, the better. It helps the channel out immensely. Thank you again.
I wasn't there. I wasn't interacting with him, personally, so I don't like to say, but blaming her for that is ridiculous. Then this one girl, Heather, who was like she was his wingman. She like defended him, everything. You know what made her actually turn on him is so ridiculous.
Lovely.
Is one night, I think it was Paola, invited a whole bunch of men from Tinder over. They wanted to hoe it up. Hey, Island Dragonfly. So Heather was in the pool. This one man from Tinder and Stefan wasn't around to see this. Tries to get with her, touch her. She said no. They get into the.
I'm looking forward to the bickering. I'm going to rescale the image on the screen, though, because it doesn't fit as well. That way I don't have to full screen it. So what I'll do is I'll go here like that. That way we have her chat. We have everything visible, but I will give you a little bit of Wizzy first. Aki, you blocked it. For every finger she's pointing, 3 more are pointing back at her. That's a fair point. Thank you. Thank you, Aki, for the super chat as well. I really appreciate that. Let's carry on. I'll put Wizzy back on the screen. Lady Plumplesworth, the most resplendent of gloriousness. I still miss giving her cuddles. No lie, before she passed, she was sleeping on my bed, and the last night we spent together, twice during the night, she wanted to go outside to poop. At 12 and 2. I was not happy. But to know that's our final night together and I got woken up, I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Hot tub.
In fact, my profile picture on Discord is the last photo we took together, because my sister took it. Yeah.
Before she knows it, like, a woman was groping her, then she noticed the woman was gone, and then she felt like she was being fingered, and it was this guy that tried to touch her before he fingered her. And she got out of the pool. Nothing to do, like, Stefan wasn't there. So she goes and she tells Stefan the next day what happened, and he said, "Oh wow, I'm sorry that happened to you." And she turned on Stefan. Like, she felt like he wasn't getting outraged enough about what happened. Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, it's just fucking, it's ridiculous.
Hello,
I don't know. I think that's just...
Hello, Chuck and his ducks. Hope you're well. And Diane, don't comment anything good towards him then. Agreed. She's digging herself a hole here. They have sex with all of them and love sex food. He is a feeder. He is weird, Stefan. So I see Stefan is causing some issues here for Chantal. It's going to cause her problems going down the line. I'm sure she's deleting him. Praise be to Demon Queen Wizzy. I have sorted out, for those who have joined, and I ordered it last night, a photo album with 93 images of Wizzy Boo in. Of all those images, I am in maybe 4. Because we didn't take photos together, to be honest. Not many. When she isn't, I'm in the photo with her. She's smothering me. So I have sorted out a photo album, a book. It'll be here by the 19th. And to whoever it was, I think you're one of them. You sent me a piece of art. I've put that piece of art on the back page, the back of the inside of the book. And somebody else sent me a lovely drawn picture of this picture. I've put this on the cartoon, the drawn version that someone did for me, and put it on the front of the photo book. I can't remember who you are. I do apologize. But to whoever that was, thank you very much, because it's lovely.
So stupid.
Excuse me.
Like, there was this one woman, Alex. She went there.
True,
really
Diane.
Drunk, but
they
not
don't
blackout
usually.
drunk to the point where she,
Chantal, I swear, I think so. If she's defending the man in this, chances are it comes from the fact that she genuinely wanted nothing to do with this. So she's already looking down at the women involved. She's already treating them as if they're inferior, even if they are on the even if they're on the receiving end of the horrible things that have been happening.
She goes to the hot tub. She willingly went into the hot tub, and Stefan had sex with her. She didn't say no. She was drunk, but not pass out drunk.
Okay, I'm going to say this now. You can't consent when you're drunk. If you have sex and one of you is drunk, it's not sex, because you cannot give knowing. No, that falls into a category that might be slightly grey, but I would argue is majority RAPE. And it is SH. Well, the greatest gift was the ring that you lovely people paid for. That I've only had it one day, so yeah, it's very nice. Yes, thank you again, guys.
She wasn't incoherent, okay? If you're having sex with someone who's incoherent, whatever. The next day, she said she felt a certain way about it. She was really sad about it, and she in the documentary she goes, "So then Stefan takes me to the pool and he proceeds to have sex with me. You didn't say no, Alex. How the fuck is he supposed to know you don't want sex?
Language.
If you don't say no."
Oh no! I know what she's doing now. She's become a rape apologist. Oh no! Oh, Chantal, what have you done? What if you're both drunk? So SH, that's actually a very good question. I can't possibly answer that one. When both participants are drunk, I really don't know. But I know many men have been put in prison for it, irrespective of them both being hammered. And yes, I'm wearing the ring now. I'm wearing it now, Kayla May. It's on my right hand forefinger. My mother's is on my middle finger, but it's on my thumb at the moment. Can't we just hear stories about Wizzy for 2 hours? You could, Melissa. I wish I could do that. I wish. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. But no, I can't right now, sadly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they make it sound like, I don't know, she willingly had sex with him. It doesn't matter if they're easy to take advantage of. Like, you know?
Inspector Shot, that's also fair.
How are they easy to take advantage of?
I will say, so I've made my point quite clear at the start of it. To add caveats means I now have to go and watch the show to find out what version of it is. Yeah? Because we can add all these different caveats and variants. Let's go with this. If she's drunk and he's not, it's rape. If he's drunk, she's drunk, it's not. If they both are together and then they both get drunk, it's not. It might be, though, so that becomes grey. So it gets really murky, and I then have to go through every single scenario because it's mentioned by you lovely people. Let's not do that. We only go by what she presents as the information, and that annoyingly means we have only a version. I'm not going to waste money on HBO Max to watch some shite documentary about some morbidly obese women, when we know she just hates women anyway. We know she doesn't give a crap. If she did, then we wouldn't be in the first place. Although, you know, she doesn't hate them entirely. She was willing to go down on one just to get with a guy that beat her, allegedly.
Because they're fat? How? They're consenting adults,
Lulu.
They're
Hope
legal
you're well.
consenting adults.
Oh.
Okay, because...
Thanks, Rice Pudding. Wrong is wrong. It doesn't feel right. Don't do it. To argue with Chantal does matter if a person is easier to take advantage of, but like to... but like to spread awareness. That is fair. Thank you very much for raising that as a point, by the way. I really appreciate that. Let's go. Just do piracy. I would, Wayward, but I don't have the hat for it. Spectre, rule, if start sober and get drunk together, A-OK. I'm going to go with, I'm not going to say it is, but only because there's always a risk for one of them to get arrested. And hello, Book Lover Review. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not going to watch it on pirate sites. I think it's a risky one. I wish to bask in the glory of Wizzywoo. I got you, bro. You get Wizzywoo for a minute. Thank you for the super chat, CS Rayburn. It's not as grey as people think. I just feel like because she's now muddying it. Oh no, you're all good, Rice Pudding. You are all good. It's not that. It's just we're going with what she presents as fact. We know she's not telling the truth. If we then get into the quagmire where she's putting us, we then have to find a way to quantify everything. My view is don't have sex while drunk. The risk is, it's not the risk of pregnancy. I don't care about that. The risk of someone accusing you of RAPE is far too high. Male or female, don't do it. Just don't. It's just...
From a more comedic point of view, the risk of you snailing is also far too high.
For that to make sense, they'd have to know about that. Okay, so I'm going to quickly tell this story. I had a housemate in my second and third year, a colossal middle-class conservative smeghead. He brought a heifer back to the house, and she was a big girl, and he fell asleep while inside her because they both were hammered, both had sex. He fell asleep while inside, and we called it sleeping while nailing or snailing. You're welcome. I believe I coined that term. I take great pride in it. I come up with many things that sound like absolute bollocks, and that was one of them. Melissa, her attitude is rage-inducing. Seriously, I agreed. I agree 100%. Thank you, by the way, for the super chats, guys. You almost hit that goal already. Bloody hell. All right. I mean, I wasn't expecting... Didn't hear what David said. David said snailing. As the comedic version, snailing is a term I came up at university for my second and third year for a housemate that fell asleep while drunk, while inside a really large girl. I never met her, but I was told she was very large. I don't actually know what she looked like. No, I don't think any of us do. It could have been his pillow. It could have been his pillow. I don't know. Could have been. He could have fallen asleep shagging his bureau. You know, I don't know. You did catch Lady Dimitrescu. Hope you're well. Hello, Brandon Simmons. The whole documentary was uncomfortable to watch, or maybe I'll find it one day and get a chance to watch. But I'll be honest, I've only heard of it because of Quirky raging about it, and that's about it.
Because they're young. So what? What is he doing that's illegal though? I don't know. Maybe it makes him a creep, but it doesn't make him a fucking rapist. Okay, so that's where you're crossing. You know what I mean? You're getting...
She's on kick. Can't she say the full word?
The line's blurred. Transactional sex can be a bad thing. I don't know. I think it's just overblown, in my opinion. Yeah.
Of course, the kick chat don't need to open, I don't think.
Yeah, they're addicts. Okay, they're with free will.
Indeed, Vexer. Oh, Rice Pudding. I remember being... Oh. They said I claimed that because I didn't enjoy it. That person needs to have their teeth broken, Rice Pudding. I'm so sorry for what you went through. That's not okay. That really isn't okay. And I'm so sorry you went through that. I hope that person has nothing to do with your life, because anyone that does that is a horrible person. I know people who have been through that, male and female. That's not okay. That's never okay. And if I'm gonna bug on my friend David, I'm gonna get consent first. Yes. And by the way, When I've been drunk, he's never taken advantage of me.
No.
He could have had a moment to grab the English donkey, but he didn't.
Even that time we were equally drunk.
By English donkey, I mean Eeyore, whose tail is missing because he's a eunuch. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, thank you for the super chats, guys. I really appreciate that. I do too, Artisan. She's not helping out. Both got kicked out of the military, though. I knew of a situation where two people were drunk and the female claimed she was... I've heard of stories of military stuff like that featured in the news, and everyone got into trouble. And it's like, no. I was Chicken Sushi. I'm always disappointed when David doesn't take advantage of me. Because as he knows, I love being touched.
Whose butt? What? Yeah. So, I don't know.
And Rice, I hope you're
Yeah.
all right, by the way. And people say that? Yeah, no. I hope their teeth are missing. I really do, Rice.
What? Whose food goes in whose butt?
Ew. Food in butt.
Whatever, black hoodie, blah blah. I don't even know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Happy joys. Addicts have to have. What do you mean they don't have free will?
Well, a lot of addicts don't have free will, do they? Because they don't have the control because they're addicted. I am at CS Rayburn. That's why I said I'm like Eeyore. My tail is missing. If an addict had free will, they'd have the control to stop. They don't. They need help. That's why for a lot of people who are addicted, we shouldn't treat it like it's criminal. We need to treat a lot of what their addictions are as if they are medical. And yes, I know there's reductio ad absurdum to that. Oh, but what about the nonces? Let's not do that. Don't be that person. We do need to help them as well so they don't become an S offender. But generally, they need help because they can't help themselves. That's the point. There is no free will involved anymore. And free will is just a social construct anyway. By the way, you know you don't have free will if you use Apple as a phone. Okay? You're going to become a human Sentai iPad one day. Don't try me.
Are you gonna
experiment, mute her, and see if there are better views. I would, but I need to hear some of the crap.
say that McDonald's is immoral? Like, are you gonna condemn every friggin' corporation on the friggin' planet then for selling people junk food?
Rice Poutine, again, they need to lose their teeth because people like that are not people you want in your life.
Yeah, they definitely wanted a place to feel loved and accepted. I think feederism is gross, and honestly, I don't my views. I don't
Shrimp,
feel like
that's
there's anything
understandable.
positive about obesity, quite frankly. Really, I don't.
Exactly,
Fuck out of
Sushi.
here, black hoodie. Desperate how?
She's blocking people again, by the way, if you can tell. I'm loving this. She's getting angry because she's made some bad points defending a man who basically has been accused now of essaying a bunch of people that are quite large. She's defending the man. And now they're giving her stick for it and she's getting angry. I love it.
I ain't fucking desperate, bitch. Go fuck-
Language. And by the way, you can't see you're not desperate. You're literally in a relationship with a romance scammer. Don't try me. By the way, guys, we have a new super chat goal because if we hit it, the owner's getting it in the ear hole, a rather nasty audio message on her phone, which will be the word MOIST, but it won't be yet. So if you do want to hit that goal and the owner receive an audio file that she'll be very happy with, smash the goal. But you don't have to, by the way, because you've been so generous. Thank you so much, by the way.
If we exceed the goal, it may be accompanied by a special picture of something that she really, really likes.
What does she like? Oh, yes, she loves those, yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck does that have to do with me? Your
Language.
comment doesn't even make sense. Go learn how to form a fucking proper thought.
Language.
And then come back to your motherfucker.
God, she's saying F a lot. Can you not? I've got to be monetized on YouTube here. Come on.
Rosie, no, she was as a feeder expert, full figured and well, that's what he's so I feel like Stefan is out of touch because he's in one breath he's like, I like women who are over 500 pounds but not too unhealthy.
Thank you, Bexterino, for the super chat. That's one. I really appreciate that.
What do you think is going to happen if women are over? There's no healthy 500 pounds. I don't give a shit.
I mean, there are some people. Actually, there are some healthy 500-pound people. There are, but they are giants because, you know, they've got gigantism or they don't, like Olivier, the Dutch giant, who's in season 3 of Reacher. He's 7'4". He can weigh a lot more than he does when he's not lean, and he still be healthy. Hapfor Bjornsson, he can also be quite heavy. Eddie Hall, he can be too. Gamer Tom, thank you Tom, thank you for the super chat. Thank you guys for starting this off. This goal is vitally important. David will, of course, going to send that audio and that picture.
Shit what you think otherwise. I don't care if women come on here and cry. Like, I'm, you know, because I'm very unhealthy at my size, you know? And you don't see any 500-pound 80-year-old. It's not very usual. Unless they gain the weight late in life. I don't know. Statistically, you're not going to live very long. Sorry, but it's true.
Oh, thank you, Rice Pudding. We're on Insane Podcasts hosts Bare Feet. We are indeed. Fiona loves feet. Let's carry on.
And I'm not flexing. I have no problem getting a man, and I don't need to prove that to anyone. So go fuck yourself, Black Hoodie.
Actually, you don't have to prove anything to anyone, okay? Okay, you don't have to prove anything. That's true, okay? Don't be pedantic, chicken sushi. I see what you did there. Like, you don't have to prove anything when it comes to being desperate or not. The fact is, you know, you're willing to fake an entire life and lifestyle. Hello, Anonymous W2. Hope you're well. But you need to, like, consider that everything about you reeks of desperate, because to get to where you are, with all the lies you have, it has to be from a place of desperate. Desperate to stick it to everyone else that you are better. Desperate to prove that you are hotter, happier, everything you are not than everyone else, basically.
Seriously. I don't think that's true, K-May. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I think he actually really cares for the women that he comes across. I think he's just a fat admirer. I don't even necessarily find him to be like a feeder, like really at all. I think, you know.
Thank you, CS Rayburn, for the super chat with the banana hammock and the M word at the start. We appreciate that. We also do like banana hammocks here on this channel. We are quite fond of them. In fact, I have a banana hammock behind my laptop screen. Yes, with a small green pickle in it.
Maybe, like, he doesn't sit there and want to, like, force feed women and stuff. I don't see that way at all.
Her getting across her chat right now is great, by the way.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, she had the nerve. He has a fetish, yeah. I don't think he's like, I'm going to take advantage.
By the way, Chicken Sushi, I think it is. Thank you for sending the audio files. I had the email on my phone.
Of these people, like, I don't feel that way. I know when he said he didn't consent to having a woman having his kid, like, that doesn't work that way, buddy. But he is right. Like, I guess when he said men don't have a choice, and it's true, they don't. So.
Hi, Osaka Chandol.
I mean,
hope you're well.
Choice,
Shut up. Hello, Gnomestead. Hope you're well. Thank you, everyone who's joined and is joining. Thank you also for the support this afternoon. Sorry, I really appreciate that. I mean, and that's true, Nessa. That's true. She can't prove anything. You're quite right. Thank you for pointing it out. Hello, Eerie. Hope you're well.
He doesn't have a choice, and at least he acknowledged that.
Do we think she's actually watched Paradise, or do we think she's just gone blindly with I Believe the Man Re?
I don't think he finds the food aspect of it. The food, for a feeder, the food part also makes you horny. But for him, I think he's just a fat admirer. He likes fat women. That's what I get, you know?
There's nothing wrong with liking someone that's thick, but I couldn't care less.
Yeah, he can get snipped. Why doesn't he? Hey, Manic Cycles. Yeah.
And that's true, Chicken Sushi. At her current size, she's fulfilling her prophecy of being hotter than 90% of YouTube. She's sweating all of the time.
Heart attack real close? Really?
That's a very English-sounding joke.
Yeah,
I like
Krista
that.
Was. Do you, Melinda?
Hello, Pug Iris. Hope you're well. By the way, guys, shut up, Chantal. Like... We're at the 1 hour mark. Don't forget to smash the like. We're here for another hour at least. If you do want to join us, you want to enjoy the show, and well, just smash the like, of course. It makes my ego feel great. But yeah, no, we're here for at least another hour. Maybe slightly longer, but it depends on how hungry I feel. Watching a channel with me, she is resting on my lap. Oh, that's lovely, Chandel. I love that. I'm very jealous. I don't have a dog on my lap anymore these days. And sadly, none of the dogs here would actually be on my lap because they're not like Wiz. They'd never get comfy. Sizzles especially, she just doesn't. I wish she would, but no. Never mind.
Talking about Zio and like low key, like she's doing mukbangs from her rehab.
She can't afford you.
Ma'am, you're like her size.
Gracefully.
Where do you come off judging? Like,
Lulu,
excuse me.
just a thing for David's sake. He likes big Fs. So you've really broke his heart here.
You know?
That's true. She doesn't specify Ardnet, but Amber does. Amber specifies people because she feels insecure. Chantel doesn't, but she will specify the bigger and those she dubs just straight up uglier. FFG is one of them. She will go after FFG every chance she gets.
She seems very controlling and manipulative with her family. Her parents left. What do you mean?
Shut up. Hi, Lil Lamb. Hope you're well. You know. Hi, Emily.
They need 7 more parts. She's just one accident away from ending up in rehab as well. Right. Oh, they moved out?
And by the way, Favor, you mentioned Andre the Giant. He did have a lot of pain later in life, but when he was younger and healthier, and we all fall apart eventually, but when he was younger, he was absolutely, for the size especially, remarkable.
Norway? A Gore World documentary, imagine? It was just getting good. She screams at her brother. Is her brother skinny? I'm just curious. How does Stefan stay skinny? He's always eating junk and friggin' eating a ton of food.
Some people have great genetics and don't put on weight when they eat. I'm sat next to somebody who I've never known to be any bigger than he is now. When he wears a suit, he looks like he's the clothes hanger. Like, some people just are. Others, we have to be more careful. It's not overly complicated, although for me it is these days, but that's just depression for you. But generally, people don't have that blessing. As we get older, it gets harder to keep the weight off. It's just you're fighting a battle, and either you succeed or you don't. It's not difficult.
There's 3 episodes, Ryder. Norwegia. No, but he.
And she did, Chan. Yeah, she picked her nose. She likes to pick her nose and wipe it on herself. High metabolism. It does play a part. But also, don't forget here, some people don't digest food at the same way others do. So their body doesn't naturally pick up the nutrients. Like, say you eat, David can eat as much as me sometimes, sure, but his body probably doesn't process as much of it as mine does. Mine takes it all in because it's a bit of a sponge. I doubt his body does. It's just that's how bodies are. Metabolism plays a part, but also the willingness of the body to engage with it is another. It's just how it is, really.
Hey, ethical. Well, there's a question of morality, like that obesity is.
I love that chicken sushi.
Deadly.
I love it.
And he's got this place kind of glorifying it, glorifying it because he loves it. He advertises he loves it. He's against being thin. But
I feel like she's clutching at straws here to desperately try and make wider points as a deflection from her poor take earlier that she's gotten crap for, which I'll know for sure if I read her chat.
At the same time, I never ever, from the hours I've watched of PEARADISE before on TikTok, I've never seen him encourage anyone to eat anything. It's always the women.
And somebody in the chat there on her side says, Rider on the Storm says, I'm ready for a Goral World documentary. It will never happen. Nobody cares about GW that much. Don't even try me.
And going there celebrating, like, hey, it's like they go there like already themselves, and it's somewhere they can just magnify that. Do you know what I mean? Like, hey, we can go here and eat whatever, stuff ourselves, whatever they want. And a lot of them have feederism. They do feederism for a job. So how are you going to blame Stefan, Like, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's exactly made for the situations like this.
Is that what you're saying when after someone gets RAPD'd? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Because it's a really crap game if someone ends up on the receiving end of something they didn't consent to.
He's always eating canes. It's so true. Sorry, Happy, that AI...
I have not, Petty. Do let me know if you have, by the way.
Deleted that. Whitney the plumber makes very unflattering. Oh, I don't care. I think it's sexy when a dude asks for written consent for each individual.
And that made Kayla May, sorry, he's not just eating as much as the women. That's the point of a feeder. I didn't know that. Thank you. Snowflake has
seen,
made
like,
the
I don't know, maybe we need to
documentaries.
start getting to that point, but
I
for
haven't
someone
watched
to be
this.
like,
I don't
"Man,
watch
touch your
Snowflakes. I
ass."
didn't know that. She probably does, Emily, but I don't think she wipes. She uses a portable bidet, and then I think she flosses with a big old towel that she has to throw away after a few dozen uses.
Yeah, it is he said, she said, but at the same time, based on what their stories were in the documentary, I mean, especially Savvy, he touched my belly and I felt like crying. Okay, you felt violated him touching your stomach, but you need to set your boundaries, girl. Like, you need to, like, once you said no, he went away. So what?
I feel like Chantal's she's arguing in bad faith here, but I'm gonna let it play out a little more first.
What's the problem? Like, for her to be so vehemently angry with him over that is weird. I love belly rubs. Like, for a big woman who's sexualized, it could be like touching your boobs, right? Because Stefan's boobs is a belly. He loves bellies, right? So.
Ew.
I always considered women smarter than men. That is why I'm shocked a young girl would want to put themselves in such a freaky situation.
Sorry, Evil
like
Castle.
I could see why it would be appealing, because honestly, if I wasn't Muslim, I wasn't married, I probably would have gone.
Well, firstly, you're not Muslim and you're not married. Get wrecked. If you provide space for a crack addict and say, "Oh, you don't have to use the crack," like, of course they'll use it. Coming from an addict in recovery. By the way, well done on your recovery. You understand the rules. Chantal does not, basically. She has no mind for it. Estrogen, she needs it. So you're weird. She is very weird, yes. And yeah, resistance training is very good for women, especially.
Like, really, honestly, I would have probably
just
wanted
don't
to.
let your resistant band get caught somewhere.
Women, but it's a place where they would always all be having sex with each other, touching each other. The boundaries are not clear.
David can hear me. He can't hear her. He's on his phone, fiddle-faddling with the chat, and I don't know what he's doing, actually. What is David doing? Yay.
Women smacking each other's asses. You have some women not caring if Stefan smacks their ass. You know, so I don't think he meant to be, like, predatory with smacking a woman's ass, because from what I've gathered, anytime he's been told not to do it, he stops. Like, so otherwise, how is he supposed to he's not fucking psychic.
Language.
I wouldn't have been the queen. I don't feel like being the queen of Gore World, honestly, but...
You're not the queen of Gore World. Amber technically still is. Because no matter where she goes, she gets the views you don't get. On Kick, you don't have the viewership you used to have, but your money's still there. YouTube, you have views, but you don't use it enough. And you don't use your Twitch either, which is really stupid. Very relarded. Change the L for a T.
I can't watch her. Like, I don't think it's any fun if she's not willing to play without anything. Who? Scrape?
Sorry?
What are we talking about? They went to a territory place.
Yeah.
You think it's predatory? I don't think so. I don't get that vibe from Paradise. She took off her bikini and got naked in the pool, and then afterwards got upset over him touching her belly. And the boundaries are not clear. That's what I'm saying. There's a problem with
chicken sushi. I'll happily eat.
I do like Yorkshire pudding. My mum used to make one in a one whole tray, like Toad in the Hole kind of, but she'd do the whole thing. And it was sometimes she'd do it light, other times she'd do it heavy, just because then it filled our tummies up. It was great.
with boundaries.
Like a slice of cake.
Sure. Yeah, it's pretty good. Are they going to make more episodes?
And she does, Emily. It's quite impressive how removed she is from faith, yet she uses it as a shield when it suits her.
Yeah, the fat women.
But that's the point, isn't it? If obesity
Dale,
and female doesn't work, she'll use that instead.
That's great. Like Muslim countries, right, Marsha? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's very different in the Middle East than here. Different everything. He didn't like the comparison. Oh. That's why we don't go outside. It's 3 episodes. I don't know if they're going to make more. They probably won't.
She did, on a live Anonymous, she once kissed Pete's without consent, and Pete's fobbed it off, which I think was really bad. She was hammered as well.
I want to be a Hefner. I feel like he doesn't I feel like he's not intentional with hurting people.
You may not be a Hefner, but you are a heifer.
That's like the vibe I get, but I've never been like one-on-one with him, so you can't really get the creep factor unless you've been in that situation. And I don't like discounting people's stories, but some of them just seemed like very.
So Khaleesi, you may have missed out, but if you were able to have gone to other places, there's a food stand that does Yorkshire puddings, wraps, with a whole Sunday roast inside it, and I so badly wanted to try that. It's one in Worth or Worthing, one of those places. I'd like to try it.
Very far-fetched and bullshit, in my opinion.
Hi, Khaleesi, by the way.
Some
Hope
know,
you're well.
Like the tampon thing was weird, but that's
Don't talk about tampons like you're a professional, please.
Yeah, he's saying, "Oh, I would never do that," But why would she make that up? Like I like to give her the benefit of the doubt in the situation.
You're giving some benefit of the doubt, but you're being selective of what the doubt and the benefit is really tied to. That includes SA, which is ridiculous.
I'm like not defending everything he's done, but it's just like, no, I'm not being defensive. It's just that I'm just being objective. Like
Is that what that is? Okay. Well, as a reformed skeptic clone, being objective is very tricky to do. Your own bias shines through, and if you naturally already hate women, then it comes across as not what you claimed it to be, but instead you just finding an excuse to crap on a group of people's or individual, because how dare they be female and not give to the man? Which is ironic from somebody who is a part of a culture, claims to be anyway, where it is meant to be for the women to submit and surrender to the man, yet you left the country where your claimed man was because you couldn't submit or surrender to the man. Which is hilarious. That's why I'm smiling so much.
I don't know any of these people. I like them all equally. I don't know them. I think what happened to that cast girl is so sad. She was so beautiful, like a very lost person, And she was only 29. Escaping Wisconsin. I'm being objective. Like I watched the whole thing and that's my
So press 1 in the chat if you think Chantal is being objective. Press 2 if you think she's talking out of her rooty tooty stinky booty.
Patience. Internet induced, yeah.
You're talking like a teenage girl again.
Right, ethical, yeah.
20-second delay, by the way. They won't know what that is.
The tampon thing. Basically,
That's Twitch,
he was
by the way.
Oh no, Lavisa. He was being sexual with one of the women, and she said all of a sudden she felt
Anna
something.
Peters, that's terrible that somebody would want to get rid of that. I don't like that. That's not okay.
And he was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's just a
Confirmation
kitty treat."
bias, very
and
true.
And then she got an allergic reaction to whatever it was. She thought it was lube, and she went to the hospital.
Khaleesi, that's understandable. I think if you're bold, I understand. But otherwise, no, you don't really have an excuse.
Allergic reaction.
But even then, you wear a hat, wear I don't know, wear a snood, wear a balaclava, wear hair plugs or something. I don't know.
It was spermicide. He like put spermicide inside of her. She said allegedly without her knowing. And he is saying allegedly that he would never do that. That how would he get inside somebody without them like really knowing and all this and that? Like how could he do something to somebody without them?
The twos have it. The twos have it. Hello, Judas. Hope you're well.
Knowing about it. Those are the two. Those are what each of them are saying. He said he always tells them first. Doubt it. Yeah. Why not? Why not just say I'm gonna put spermicide? Oh, maybe because you know what I do.
Oh, I'm glad it is, Melissa. I'm glad I helped you.
Hey, ding dong. I do tend the
Is that what you said to Nada when you first saw it?
Woman is more credible, especially.
Hey, ding dong.
Because his reaction to getting his baby mama pregnant and having the babies, he seems like that would be something that would be like has to happen. Like he's so paranoid about getting them pregnant, so he would be that type of person. Like it's a non-negotiable. Yeah, she was allergic to it.
So what I've learned from this stream so far is Chantal doesn't know what she's talking about. That's about it. Word grape being used means SA. I told a friend I wanted some grapes for a snack and he looked at me like I had two heads. Oh dear. Sorry, Rayburn. I'm not overly fond either, but this is what YouTube have forced us to do so we can say the words and you know what they mean. I hate it because I'd rather just say it. I really do.
Maybe he doesn't want to ruin the mood.
Is there a dog behind me?
I don't know.
Okay.
Overall, I don't get any positive vibes from Paradise, actually.
I shall vicious, hope you're well. And Inu, most of us agree with that sentiment that she's only doing it because she's bold. I know a few guys who are bold. I might ask them if they want to convert and be Muslim women now. Yeah.
2 deaths, I think. 2 deaths, and Ziamara's been in rehab for a long time. And I don't blame Paradise for that, but it's also a place that promotes that lifestyle. And Jill, he sounds like a creep.
She's trying to have content. That's true,
I don't
Eerie.
know.
You're quite right. And that's true, Shrimp. I agree so far.
Yeah, I think he didn't want those children, that's for sure. And like that's sad because even to this day he doesn't have anything to do with his baby. So, what the hell are you all watching? Escaping Paradise.
Apparently I'm not okay with this.
Yeah, that is definitely gross. His attitude towards that. Even joke. Well, he says he's joking, but I don't think so. There's no proof that he purposely, like, he hid drugs and he hid Plan B inside of her drink.
I'll be honest, it's not a good look irrespective of the proof side. When the information like that, rumours and little tidbits are put out in the public space, the court of public opinion doesn't care. They really don't. And I think if there's even an inkling of a chance, something has to be done differently, or you're just going to make this even more messy. And Chantal's clear and obvious knowledge on the situation is quite tragic, because you can tell she doesn't know what she's talking about. I think I see more of the documentary than she does, and I've only seen a trailer. And someone called Quirky the Rosie complain about it.
I hope he's paying hefty child support. I hope his baby mama goes after his ass for that. He has to pay for the second seat.
Nurse Khaleesi, I think she's mad that they didn't invite her on.
Dill.
But then what could she offer the show, really? What could she offer it? Like, she has nothing of value to give them.
No, I think he should have been like, do you mind if I put some friggin' spermicide? I think he should have told her. Who's getting arrested?
You.
He's not charged with anything. Cat is another name for vagina, yeah. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Jill. A go roll. Banana purse. He talks to MFW on the regular. Yeah, he does.
Don't care. She could add the fart track instead of the laugh track. Thing is, she has her own fart track anyway. All she needs is a couple pickles, and then she's farting for, well, king and country.
I don't like Katie at all. I think she's a fucking racist.
Language.
That's my main problem with her. Spermicide is the form of contraception.
Spermicide? Okay, since I don't know what that is, can someone tell me in the chat what that is?
So, do you guys think it's the same thing if he put on a condom without asking her? Because condoms are covered in spermicide. So, if he put on a condom without telling her, do you think that would be the same situation? It's on him, but it's going in her.
I feel like that conversation is tricky, and it shouldn't be one you should be talking about, whether or not something is worse or not as bad if you put a condom on. Let's not forget here, and it did shock many a people, Joey Tribbiani especially, condoms are not as effective as people seem to. They're not foolproof like 100% of the time. They're what, 90% effective or something? Yeah. So there's always a risk, even if you have one, but it doesn't change the lack of consent, does it? Hello, Cynthia. Hope you're well. D. Piddy Dice. Oh, I like that, Rayburn. That's funny. That nonce will be out of prison soon, won't he? You had to Google it, did you, Anna? Yeah, I've never heard of it. Buy tubes of an ointment or cream. Ointment, okay. I'm not familiar with it. Do forgive my lack of knowledge.
It's soon going to be inside of her, just like the spermicide. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, he put it in a tampon? So, inserting something into her other than his wiener. I see what you mean, yeah.
There's something weird about hearing a 42-year-old woman reference a penis as a wiener. Doesn't quite work for me. It makes me think that somebody sounds very immature and... yeah. Hello, Jag Girl. Hope you're well. Oh, is this spermicide in condoms? Okay. It's like pesticide. But it's how they treat the penis. They're like, yo, you're getting the inorganic treatment here, guys. It's the acid bath. You're welcome. Your count is going to go down at an alarming rate unless you do this, 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 and this. You have to tan your anus and on a regular basis. Seriously.
No, I think there's spermicide on condoms, aren't there? On lubricant? No?
And that's true, Cat
Maybe
Lady.
not.
People are allergic, and people do need to have these conversations, honestly. Most lubricated condoms have spermicidal lubricant on them. I've learnt something new here. The only time I ever played with condoms, because I'm a good asexual Amish eunuch, was in my first year when we blew them up and filled them up with yogurt and water and hung them outside the halls because they had a massive rail going across the front of it. I had to jump up and hold the bar and then put my arm around it so I could tie a knot around these yogurt-filled condoms that we put smiley faces on in Sharpie. It was great, by the way. Made a load of mess, though. As a man, you need to know not all condoms are so. That's true, Wayward. I do need to know. So when I stick it in David, he doesn't get too alarmed by the complete the abundance of spermicide.
I might be allergic to it. It might set my vagina ablaze again.
Might do, yeah, might do. Can't risk these things.
Kitty treat, yeah, creepy kind of. Well, she didn't know she was allergic, though. You know.
I'm not
Like, she
eating
just
some.
found out then.
I'm not eating
Like,
bruschetta.
you know.
I'm a little bit peckish.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
Apologise. I'm now Foodie Beauty McMeg face.
Foodie fan. It is kind of weird.
That's fine. I felt hungry all of a sudden. So, Anonymous, I was blowing up a load of balloons the other day for my niece's birthday. Purple, gold, rose gold, silver. And then there were these sort of semi-clear ones with confetti in. And I said to my sister, why am I blowing up a Johnny? She looks at it and she's like, what? And I'm like, I know you don't know what this is, but Johnny. C.S. Rayburn, Power Bottom.
That's true, ding dong. But you think men don't think like that?
Don't presume to understand men. You've never understood one man.
You know what I mean? And that's not a defense, it's just fact. They don't.
Become.
I should think of how her
No, I have
vagina's
not,
gonna react. They don't
Magpie.
care.
If
They
that's a
think I
game,
think they
David,
think all
find
kinds
it.
of friggin' stuff.
There's a sperm game called Become. Become.
They're so out of touch, men.
Is that a game or not?
Trapped him with pregnancies, yeah.
Is it a game or a dad
But he
joke?
definitely should have gone about it a different way. You know?
Magpie,
If I,
you're a
if I
legend.
was single and I hadn't reverted, then probably would have gone, yeah.
There's a listing.
Why do I need association to talk about it? It's a documentary. Are you dumb? Yes, you're dumb.
Watching Chantal's mental gymnastics here is hilarious, by the way. I'm genuinely impressed with her ability to be stupid.
Sorry, do I need, like, what? It's a current event. So people can't discuss things that happen unless they were there? Oh my god, please go read a book.
Right, I can't read that on YouTube, but that's very funny. That's very, very funny.
Rosie wasn't there. This documentary has been being talked about for weeks.
It has been.
What about Lockhall Bus? Were they there?
Did Lockhall Bus need to be there? I mean, Lockhall Bus could certainly do something with it. You can't. Because you can't work with Lockhall. Because you're an idiot. Aki, congratulations on your weight loss and fitting in old clothing. That's great. Really, Melissa, I'm sorry. Yes, exactly that, cat lady, by the way. The unpicked pick-me will now explain men to women. I'm sorry. No.
Are you a sex-addicted person? No.
No, she just happened to do a lot of OnlyFans because she wanted men to find her attractive. It didn't work. Sorry?
He's a sexual predator, all his excuses and victim blaming. Well then, you're hearing what you want to hear. It's not herpes, not actual fact. You're hearing what you want to hear. There's nothing I can do about that. So I guess our conversation ends here.
And yes, you did, Moonflower. You joined at the right time. Hello, by the way. And she is Evil Cat or Angry Pants. Look, Angry Pants face.
That's right, Roxy. I'm not saying that Stefan is a completely magnificent dude who hasn't done, questionable, creepy things. But at the same time, some of the things he was being accused of, like the belly touching, calling him a predator for that, blaming him for Cass's death. There's things that they're piling onto it that I don't feel like is fair. That's all I'm saying. If you think I'm defending him, whatever.
But you just did defend him. You did earlier. Are you actually that handicapped you've forgotten what you said, Chantal? You defended somebody for what is considered RAPE, but okay.
Yeah, Marsha. There you go, Scrape.
Oh, she's a reacher. Yeah. So there are two types of people in a relationship. You have reachers, you have settlers. The reacher is the person usually punching above their average. The settler is the person who's just given up. Most of the people she's been with have settled, when she is definitively a reacher. You can't argue this, though, with the Solar relationship because they're not together. That's transactional, therefore there's no reacher or settler. There's a really weak dynamic, but that's about it. Hello, Mo, I hope you're well. You know about reachers and settlers, don't you, from How I Met Your Mother? Barney educated me on this. And Crazy Eyes.
Tech is on lockout right now, mukbanging spermicide. What's that other lady's name, the model? Tess Holiday, yeah, she's gained weight.
Tess Holiday is about as irrelevant as they get these days, because she's not really featured much anymore. She ekes her existence out by selling books, which is cool, but also posting on TikTok.
Hey, Fate, why would I want to be a part of that? If I would have gone there and I didn't want to hook up with Stefan, I would have been like, look, I'm not here for that. You know, I would have liked to think I would have been.
Oh, I gave her an extra name, did I? Oh, fair enough there, Wayward. Nothing wrong with that, Aki. As long as you can settle with yourself, it does what matters.
Clear about it.
And well done, Spectre, for the gym thing. That's good.
Maybe I wouldn't have been. Maybe I wouldn't have been. Who knows? But if I would go now, like if I would have go now, if I was single and not Muslim, that's what I would do at this state. At this, you know. So younger women are more impressionable for sure, but and I do think it's immoral in a way to glorify obesity because it is deadly. Like look at the people who've died from it.
You glorify obesity all the time. You straight up do when you start gorging on camera, says the guy who has bruschetta in his mouth.
You know, it's not.
Hi, Kate Rose. Hope you're well. Yes, the phone cracking. Sorry, it's the scene I use. My apologies for that.
Not positive whatsoever. I don't care what anyone says, and I'm an obese person.
And she did, Kayla.
My views have changed a lot on that. Like you know, and they'll probably feel that way when they.
SH, I think, to be honest, she was lucky to have BB for as long as she did.
They get sick, you know, so. Stefan gives amazing head pats. No thanks. He's not my type whatsoever, and I'm happily married.
Press 1 in the chat if you think Chantal's married. Press anything else if you don't think she's married. Because I don't think she is personally. I think she's a liar. I think it's a scam. That's about it, really. Hi, Killy Kana. Hope you're well. And she's definitely not Muslim, I agree.
Yeah, Ryder, it's true. I mean, I feel like, you know, when there's a man at the center of something. Oh, scrape.
Yeah, sorry, Elizabeth, I got one more handful left of bruschetta. There's actually more in the bag, but I don't need much more to get through the stream now. I'm just trying to be very careful and not eat too close to the mic. I do apologise. I suddenly got very hungry. And it's my fault, sorry.
It is so good. I would eat that right now.
And sham marriage. I don't know, Wayward. I don't think I do, though.
Imagine if Stefan slapped Amber's shelf. Tess Holiday is one of the prettiest women alive. She's very pretty, but... Yeah, she is very pretty. I was just thinking because like the hesitation was like one of the most prettiest women alive. She's very pretty. Slapped shelf. I lived there for 2 weeks. No one touched me. Aw, shoot. There's one woman who was there. She was in the documentary. She had really short hair. And I remember her going on bus. I hate the bus.
Well, look at the post in a bit, Artnet, okay?
Audience, they made me laugh and I felt like I was going to hell. She was sitting there and going, well, I don't know anything about that, but you see, she apparently kept making advances on Stefan and he had to tell her, like, he told her basically, like, you're not my type, I'm sorry.
Neighbours doing bonfires. I got David shutting the door and windows. Because we've been done dirty here. That smell will stay in here for days otherwise. And
then someone, because he's like, you know, she's not my type, and I didn't want to sleep with her. And then someone in the comments was like, oh fuck, I wouldn't
Sorry, Maid of Fire, and shut up, Chantal. Language is bad.
want to either. You're not a Tess fan? Yeah, me neither, really, honestly. I mean, maybe, I don't know, Stefan should be like very... Maybe he should encourage these women to lose weight. I don't know. Not like they'll probably listen. It's not like he can just cure everyone's problems. Her head is too small. Tess...
Well, your head's not.
You find Tess Holliday's head is too small? Really? I don't notice.
Tess Holiday, her head is quite small. You look at her head and her shoulders, because her body is gigantic. Hi, wrong Missy. Hope you're well.
He slept with some little bluebirdie. I don't know who he slept with, but I know. Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, Kate.
She was
I
the
have
first
finished.
advocate
I just
for
got
plus-size
one
women and body
mouthful.
positivity.
We're all good.
I don't believe in like there being like a heroin chick standard of body size or, you know, extreme diets and all that shit. Maybe, I mean, being chunky.
Oh, wrong Missy. She's defending RAPE.
I think that weight is no longer attractive once it becomes, like, not just attractive, but it's no longer good whenever there's like health issues, you know. So like these women are like, my size even is a problem. Women who are like 500, 600.
You know what would help with your size, right, Chantal? This novel concept of going and, you know, working out in a gym.
Pounds. That's really bad. That's really unhealthy.
Shrimp, I think he's married anyway. And don't forget here.
No, naturally is not my type.
When they were arguing, she outright said, "Marry your own cousin" or something. Like, she is so intolerant and horrible. Hi, Darth Paddy. Hope you're well.
XP.
Oh, she mentioned Nada
We
by
don't
name
always
this
date our
time.
types. Because he's not.
Is that why you've explicitly made it your point to go after men you've dubbed Arab men? Even though you are the most incompatible, you being West white liberal woman, allegedly, and them being very conservative compared to you?
Like anyone else I've been with. I don't really have a type.
I've never had an air purifier, C.S. Rayburn, so I wouldn't
I've been
know.
with so many, like every person I've been with was so different from the next. Yeah.
Watch your friends, they go...
Tess kept gaining and now has health issues. So what if they're taller? They're still super morbidly obese.
I'll have to look into an air purifier.
Even if you're 6'1", you should not be 500
See if it comes with a complimentary Ross Geller motion.
6'1"? Okay, let's figure this out. What is a healthy body weight for a woman who's 6'2"?
Shut up. Europa, enjoy D&D. Have a wonderful time. David and I went and looked at fat packs earlier that aren't called fat packs anymore. They cost double what they did when we used to buy them. And it wasn't that long ago.
No. Probably someone took abuse of offence a bit, having one called a fat pack when they were slightly overweight when they're buying one, didn't they?
Yeah.
What happened.
I could have gotten one, but
That's
only
quite
one.
cool.
I just know. I end up buying Power Rangers on the Nintendo Switch instead.
Let's just give you an extra inch. Between 144 and 194 pounds. That's 300 pounds.
Yeah, so the high end of that is where I occupy, and that's fine. That's a totally fine weight for the height. David is actually below the lower end of it.
Yep.
Because you're not even 10 stone, are you? 10 stone is 140.
Yeah.
And that's the low end.
My BMI is error.
Not even 404 because I didn't want to give him numbers. In case he thought that was actually, he'd think, oh, I'm 4.04.
Overweight. That is super morbidly deadly obese.
I'm glad you've admitted to it. I would point out BMI is highly inaccurate because somebody else will say it anyway. Although in the context of David, he's inaccurate. You have to be human first, and somehow he's become one of the girls from Shawshank Redemption. You just can't quite tell what he's meant to be.
Or the thin men's next man. Thanks, God.
Or the Slender Man from Minecraft.
For a 5'8". Just... Yeah, mine should be like between 100 and 120. What's your point? I included myself in this, so what's your point? Like, why?
If you were 120, you wouldn't be a lol cow. You'd have a normal job, normal life. You'd be living like any other person. You're 450 plus. Straight up, that's what you are. That is not a life, okay? Some people struggle with their life, yes, but you struggle by choice. That's not a life worth living, is it now?
Why are you... I'm also super morbidly obese, but that doesn't change that being 500-600 pounds is not healthy. Like, do you not understand?
No one cares if it's not healthy. They care about you rather than you trying to morally grandstand. Does David avoid walking over drains? Yes. Because his very thin feet, in trainers I've seen him wear that he had for over a decade, would just slide into them. They were slip-on Slazengers, if memory serves. Lonsdale slip-ons. You had those for decades. Those things were old. He's finally realised his cankles require support in case he gets fat and falls over.
And that, or my weight is not healthy either. When did I say that? I'm waiting. I don't act like they're so much bigger than me, Melly. I include myself.
Well, they're not that much bigger than you anyway, Chantal. You are near to quarter-ton princess. You're not like Amber, who's on track for half-ton heifer, trademark and property of Megons. Thank you very much. That's my term. I came up with it. Don't even try me. I will sue everyone. Hi, Claudia. I hope you're well. Don't forget, guys, if you want us to send... Hello, Jag Girl. If you want us to send a horrendous MOIST to Leona to smash the last Super Chat goal of the stream, and we'll be sure to have David send it to her at the earliest convenience.
I included myself in that. I'm super morbidly death fat obese.
Well, we now have the clip of her confirming she's super morbidly death fat obese. Thank you, Chantal, for confirming what we already knew. Why you're being so open now and flippant about it, I don't fully understand. He was a Sports Direct shopper, I see. Yes, Lulu, you would have had a damn good... he would have done you well with the dowry. It would have been a bunch of vouchers cut out of newspapers that his mum would have done for him.
Do you want me to, like,
Am I
write
wrong?
it out?
No. And by the way, he says back in the student days, he was still using that student discount long after he left the fucking university. Not in the student days. No, when he was being a cheapskate mother fluffer. Movie night. Oh, 2 for 1. Yes, mate.
Yeah, Island Dragonfly.
Oh, hello, Hupsis. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. And that's true, Anna. It makes her insufferable.
I'm 5'1". Give me the extra inch, okay?
Does
They don't
David
get
have a
my head.
Sports Direct mug? I can confirm I don't. Because I have a gigantic mug instead.
You've had a Sports Direct mug.
I've had. I don't have. I have a gigantic mug that was sent to me. It was massive. They put the hot chocolate in, remember? And you have to make one manual. It's too much.
Damn, Dan. I'm just saying, like, you know, where did I say that? I need an answer. No answer? Silence, crickets? I'm waiting to hear where I act like I'm smaller. Or like I'm so much smaller.
No one's said you're acting like you're smaller. You just try and pretend you're something you're not with the copious amounts of filters you apply to yourself. To make yourself look like you have a pointed triangle face. I don't know anyone in their 40s that looks like they have a face shaped like an isosceles triangle. But here you are half the time trying. Today you've not. But normally you do. And it's hilarious.
I'm like maybe 100 and something pounds less than a 500
No, Lulu, he keeps lubing it.
pound person. Some of the women there were like 600 pounds. Whenever you're super morbidly obese in an unhealthy way like that, you know, carrying 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the same, like it's very dangerous.
CS Rayburn, that's fascinating with DEXA scans. I've never heard of those.
600 pounds?
Boink.
I don't think so, LMNOP. Nah.
SH, I still have my ID as well, and my photo is the worst one. I had a hat on before I took the photo, so I took the hat off and I had hat hair. But also, I looked really angry, really pissed off. My photo was super like blown up and put in the bloody common room of the chemistry department for 6 fucking years. It was there as an ambassador to the chemistry department. And I'm like, that is the worst possible picture next to me hammered on my 21st. Like, some of those are psychotic. Like, honestly. I got done so dirty by that. And it's because I was in my town. I had to go get a haircut. Got the photos done in a Kodak. Well, no, it was in my town. They had like these photo machine things, and someone did the photo for you and printed it, and it looked horrendous.
But probably very close. No, I'm not 310.
No, you're nearer to 5'10".
Yeah.
See, she agreed.
Yeah. I don't know why you people are comparing me to these women when I included myself.
Because the reason they're comparing you, even though you've added yourself, because it pisses you off That's why they're doing it. They're doing it to annoy you because you are remarkably easy to trigger. Some people aren't, some people aren't. You are one of the easier ones to get under the skin of. You really are. And you may not like that, but that is the reality of your life.
I'm also extremely fucking unhealthy. Maybe even more unhealthy than a lot of them that are there, even if they weigh more. Every body is different. There's some women who are thinner than me but still obese who have even worse health issues. It just depends. You know? Okay, so what's your point, Elemental P? Like, what's your point? I'm just waiting to know what your point is. ... Your place in my heart is as fat as hell.
Awesome.
They're just trying to piss you off. It's not working. I'm having a conversation. What's your point?
Not share it.
That is the sweetest thing anyone said to me, Scrape.
Okay, never mind. David will be, when he works out how to, he'll be sharing the Omegon live channel in the chat. Because later on today, he and I will be hosting an episode of Not Worth a Cork. Second this year. We're a bit on a slump this year, to be honest. But it'll be called Top Gear's Top Drinks. Because we're going to be drinking exclusively from drinks that Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May have all created. That would include lager, whiskey, and horrid gin.
That's just the way I talk, Herpes. I guess I'm spicy.
Oh, wrong, Missy. Thank you for becoming a channel member. I really appreciate that. Megs, no. Oh, no, that would be a nightmare for me, seeing myself on the wall at school. Honestly, SH, the funniest part of it, I didn't know it was there until my third year. I walked into that room because somebody else who was doing their first year said, yo, have you seen this? And I'm like, seen what? Walks into the chemistry common room in the CAP building, looks at the wall and goes, you fucking what, mate? What is that? That picture was, it's like A1 size. It was monstrous. And I'm like, underneath, Meg, chemistry ambassador. And I'm like, no.
Come on, guys, you've just stopped everyone doing chemistry for the next 6 months.
I mean, it looks like he's going to beat the crap out of you and then batter your prostates for good measure. Sorry.
I'm not mild. I'm unhealthy but old because I am pounds overweight. Yeah, obesity is not healthy.
No, yes, Chicken Sushi will be live on Rumble as well. Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and Omegon Live. Go follow us, it'd be great. Not Worth a Cork will be about maybe 7 p.m. UK time. Yeah, 6:30.
What time we like to
I'll be finished about 6 at most.
So, 7. Yeah, probably about 7:30.
Yeah, about 7:30 UK time. We'll only be for about 2 hours. We're not going to be too late. Go back to the house, chill out for a little bit, and then go to bed in separate beds.
Did you, Millie? Hey, Jackie.
Leona, no, because we haven't hit our super chat goal yet. We can't be mischievous.
ALR is 550-ish and is the same height as Chantal.
Well,
so that makes
do
her
aim
800
to
pounds.
misbehave, so
Seems
please
off.
do help us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So if Amber, exactly, she's not... Like, you can't go by that elemental P. That's kind of, like, not accurate way of measuring things, but go off. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's close to being accurate, but... Yeah, if you do the Amber conversion, I don't know. It's hard to say. And no, like, I can walk. Like, I can. Not very far distance.
No, you can't. You can't walk. You waddle. Walking involves a certain amount of movement from your knees, hips, and the rest of your body. Your arms, in fact, move as well. You do the dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, and you lean from side to side. That's what you do. Heather Fink would hope you're well.
Distances without being uncomfortable, but so those women too. Same thing. You're asking me if they can walk, and most of them are a lot younger too. So you can't, like, I don't know why we're pitting one fat woman against each other, but it's very typical for Gore World to do that. Like, fucking.
Shut up. By the way, guys, we have 89 licks so far. We are 11 licks away from our goal of the evening of 100 licks at the very least. Licking is free. Smashing the poll is an added bonus. There's a poll today. The poll is simply, will Foodie go on Paradise? The answers are yes, no, M-word, and then banana hammock. Banana hammock being the preferred answer, of course. But it's not winning yeses at the moment.
Dick size whipping contest, fucking pissing contest over who's bigger.
Sorry, what?
I thought the official rule was Banana Hammock had to win the poll.
It should do, it normally does, but it is not winning at the moment.
Who's more mobile, who has cankles, who doesn't. I just don't want to be a part of your fucking stupid ass
Language.
I'm sorry.
Is she filtering a little bit, Missy? Yeah, she's using darker light to help with the filtering as well.
FOODIE is a feeder site, but before it was big into feederism, it was more like just a fat community.
How do you know that? I've never heard of this.
I guess. Why? Uh-oh, nothing. We're just having a discussion, Jackie.
6 more. It's all good. 6 more super chats will do it. Any level.
And Blue, me going to a doctor has nothing to do with this discussion, so.
Cloacas.
I really don't know why you're even bringing
Chicken
that up,
sushi, you're lucky I know what that means.
Your cankles are skinny? I try Positive J.
She said the same thing about drugs. Just saying.
I try my best. Oh, Phoebe declined to comment? The hypocrisy in fucking gore world makes my head spin. Mm-hmm.
Language.
Thank you, foodie fan. I agree. I wish I could find someone who is like me with illnesses and being overweight. I have no one to talk to who understands. You can talk to us. I understand, believe me.
Please don't play with your chest. I don't like it.
And I, 100%, yes, at my height, my being short, like that's an actual fact. It makes me way more unhealthy than someone taller. For sure.
Yeah, we know, because your weight is obscenely large for your size. We fully you don't need to try and explain that to us, even if it is in a rather beta tech patronizing tone. We know you're far too heavy for your height. And even someone of equal stature, yeah, they'd be in slightly better condition. They hold it differently. We all know that. Stating the bleeding obvious is not going to change that. Trying to make your grander point doesn't really resonate with anyone because it means jack shit to us.
Sure, I know that. But that doesn't have anything to do, like, I include myself in that. Like, I don't like, I really hate
Yeah, like a good narcissist includes themselves.
being obese. I don't think there's anything positive about it.
Really? Well, then you know what you should do? Change it. If there's nothing good about being obese, lose some weight. How about that?
You know?
Yeah, nothing good about being obese.
I
Yes,
don't
yes,
think
yeah.
I should go and like
Yeah.
insult myself and
She did.
you know, hate myself and
Chantal, based on the amount of junk food you eat, I don't believe for a second you hate yourself. I think that's one of the problems, in fact.
want to be anyone else. Like I don't believe in being negative about it, like in a way that's like toxic and detrimental, but I don't
Apparently, Kayla May, she may have undone herself a little there.
think that accepting it, like that's giving up. Giving up is when you accept. You know, like I'm never gonna change. I may as well just give in and do this. Like the minute you do that and you really give up, that's it. You know, and I don't care if I do that to my last dying breath. I'll never just give up. You know.
You gave up ages ago, Chantal. Don't say you won't give up. You already have given up. You might try and seem defiant, but the only time you showed defiance was when your husband disappeared for 3 days and you stayed in the house eating eggs and rice, crying about it and then crapping on his family. Physically and almost literally.
Girl has blinders on, for real. There's no intellectually honest conversation. Of course there's not. There's no intellectual part whatsoever. And
No one cares about intellectual parts, though. Not everything has to be intellectual. And if it was, you wouldn't know how to spell that anyway.
you know, BG, she was around. She's sleeping in my room.
Chantal, why don't you get your mojo back and sing the Bee Gees' Cersei the Queefing Queen again? It's your favourite song, after all. I think it's a 2SH, by the way. I think she watched others.
Does anyone care in the chat that M Blue won't be back? Anyone whatsoever? Because I sure don't. You never do. You're always planning and trying to improve yourself. That's what's great about you. Thank you, foodie fan. Who's M Blue? Oh, I don't know. Who's M Blue? They're always looking for a battle. That's what I'm saying. That's why I made that stay mad. They're always mad about something. You know, like...
She is
it's
Missy.
so
It's
weird.
quite funny,
There's
really.
never been, I'm sure, any type of phenomenon.
Barb, shut up,
on the
Chantal.
internet.
I'm hoping there's another platform to watch it on, but I could believe it'd just be a HBO Max thing, and I'm not watching that. I'm not paying for HBO Max. I have Prime, and that's it. And Spotify. They're the only streaming platforms I have. I sometimes watch Prime. I mostly listen, though, to Spotify. I've been re-listening to the Scrubs podcast because it's just so much fun listening to Zach Braff and Faison talk to previous co-hosts. It's just so much fun. Them and Sarah Chalk, Johnny C, Ken Jenkins, who's on one. It was great. Getting Rob Maschio on, the Todd, and he spoke like the Todd the whole time, was the greatest. Like, these are great episodes. They're re-uploading at the moment. I'm hoping to get to Rob Maschio soon. I don't know if they ever got Aloma Wright on, though, because I'd love to have gotten Laverne again on. In fact, they got Aloma on the first time. She could have been Laverne, and if they invite her again, they go, hey, look, we got Laverne again. Laverne again is great.
Like, they should really do a documentary on how fucked Gore World is.
Language.
They really should.
There's no views in it, really, for the public space for GW. Talking about communities on YouTube and toxicity, you might be able to do a broader topic for it, perhaps. But people have tried that before, and it doesn't work, because all you're doing is poisoning the well, nothing more. Just to placate one person who thinks they're a victim.
Should.
Don't forget here, she created this community that despise her. The community that despises Chantal only existed because she crapped on so many people. Physically.
It's great.
Find it, Palm. Let me know where you find it when you do. She is sushi. It's quite impressive, really.
They're leaving anyway, Fish, so what's the big deal?
I heard fish.
My mental health isn't doing so well, so please forgive my silence. Ah, that's okay, Island Dragonfly. Only chat when you feel up to it. M Blue is what we call Viagra now. Really? 20-piece nug? Foodie in the poorhouse because M Blue got the axe. Like, fuck. Fine. No one cares. People don't like when you disagree with what they have to say.
People don't like disagreeing with them. Of course, their egos are bruised. It's an indicator of a very prideful person that cannot shelve that ego. If you can be wrong about something and someone proves it, then good. If you can take it with good grace, then you show you have good character. It's not overly complicated. When you apply that to you ban and block people when they tell you you're wrong and prove it.
Some people just want to be contrary no matter what you say, too. I've learned that.
Wrong, Missy. Understandable. You might be a little bit crazy. I'm kidding, of course.
I am off to Scooby-Doo Bees. Y'all have a great night. Have a good night, Lana Lou.
Yes, and SH, I have had a few trials over the years of YouTube Premium. I refuse to pay for it afterwards, though, but I will use it happily when I get it. Because you can play videos on your phone with the screen turned off. That's really good. I like that. And she did, Foxy. Yeah, she did.
Can you give BG pets for me? I sure can. You don't have to ask me twice.
There wasn't one, I don't think. But I can try and do one. Hang on. That's rubbish. Yeah, chunky one. Yeah, it's not going to work. No, the Jack Daniels behind you will do it. Jack Daniels single barrel behind you. Yeah, that'll work. Don't worry, we'll get this pop for you. Don't you worry, guys. Thank you. Right, this is for 5 years on YouTube. Oh, hang on. There we go. There you go. That was a very good pop.
Satisfying.
It was actually quite good.
Some come in here to make stupid comments to get noticed by their fave reaction channels. Pick me syndrome.
And she does eat her boogers there, middle of nowhere, yes. And thanks for being here, Bubbly. Enjoy the baby shower. I'm back tomorrow, so do join us then.
I don't know, Fish.
Fish. Trout salad creme. Enjoy your meal.
He told you to fast? Really?
Fasting is not for everyone.
Like just water? BG13?
Honestly, wrong Missy, I wish she'd get better, but Chantal just doesn't care enough. I wish she would, though.
Little window in your blue Corvette, and everything you see is just blue.
Finkwood, good choice. I only have two, single barrel and the Sinatra Select. So I do have Gentleman Jack, but that's not a pop, and it's also I don't open that ordinarily.
Okay, I don't like prying. Like if she doesn't want to be in here, or she's not well, you know. You too, Sneakerhead. Thanks for your gift earlier. That's my opinion on Paradise. Like I think it was a good documentary, but I feel like I think there's I'm not on any side actually. I think like I said, do I think like Stefan is there's definitely some things that were just gross. We've talked about them.
And agreed, Elizabeth. You should always get a doctor's guidance.
At the same time, there's some things that the women were saying that he did that I find like, you know, the belly touching and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot that.
A lot of what you say is I don't know. Just thought I'd remind you of this. I did say trout à la crème. Enjoy your meal.
They're really just pushing. Oh, Zio, yeah. Who goes live from the rehab center, yeah. Zio Mara. She's lost a lot of weight in that rehab center. Because if you look at how big she was when she used to do her old TikToks. Scrape one of my holes. So. Hopefully not your nostrils. Hey, Prince. Like, she's lost a lot of weight, but she's still obviously very heavy, but she's lost a lot of weight.
Old number 7. Well, fair enough. I hope you enjoy that, Wrong Missy. Hope you enjoy it. I haven't had that in a while. I don't really drink number 7, to be honest. But I'm not going to judge. I drank too much. I completed Jack Daniels number 7. It was achievement unlocked. We unlocked the next level and went straight to Sinatra Select. Didn't pass go, didn't collect £200.
Yeah.
And I know, because that means I'm missing £200, you should all give it to me. But it's okay. I'm not Dark Side Phil. We won't be asking for such large sums of money, because that's silly.
Yeah, I can't believe that, Jill. I mean, I haven't seen anything, but...
You're not going to hit that,
She
I'm
is
afraid.
kind of funny, yeah.
That's alright, though. We have the licks, I believe. The licks have it.
Yeah,
she's almost. We're 2 licks away.
I understand her because it's like severe food addiction.
2 likes away, you other guys. Just 2.
How do they let you order out like that there? That's so fucking weird. Don't you agree? She's in there because of her weight, so they can't stop you. Yeah, that's weird. When you go to any other fucking rehab facility, they don't let you have heroin because that's what you're in there to get away from, right? I don't think she's in there for the eating. I think she's in there like for rehabilitation, health-wise. So it's not like an addiction-specific rehab center. I don't think they really, for food, it's really hard to taking up a spot. No, I mean I think she has a right to the healthcare because, you know, I don't know. Addiction is a disease. It's very, very hard to kick. It's almost.
It is, which is why someone like yourself and many others should consider inpatient. Because you're not going to get anywhere on your own. You know this. To quote the Scrubs song, "You are no Superman." It basically is that. No one is. No matter how hard we all want to be. We can't be.
Statistically almost like fucking impossible.
Language.
Like if there's anything that's close to, but it's at the same time it's not. You know? But she probably needs more support than what she's getting. So do I, but I need to like seek.
Yeah, you need back support, knee support, ankle support, and hip support. You might want to consider buying them first before you go anywhere.
That, you know, that's my responsibility.
Thank you for the licks, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Tammy Slayton's husband died in rehab eating junk. Yeah, I think like he probably already was like he was on a trach and everything, so. Let me sniff them fries. What a fucking world, I can't.
Language.
We don't have stuff like that in Canada, yeah, happy joys. Yeah, you're right, fuck. And it's Dr. Now's hospital. I know he's a busy man, but he should be like...
He's retired.
But they sneak it, eh? They get their enablers to sneak in the food. £30 this month.
Hi, Wolfie. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great day today. You joined at the right time with a minute to go.
I don't know.
This is not a pipe. Tell us all about this nipple you're referring to on top of your whiskey bottle. Is it a
chicken
nubbin?
Strips from the Loblaws deli. I did like them, but they're not my favorite. So I don't think I'll ever purchase them again. It's evil to enable someone with addiction. I think it's evil if it's the intention of harming that person. You know, if you're like, they don't realize what food addiction really is. They think they're doing good, you know? Some of them are really sneaky, yeah. I have a right to Pizza Hut, yet there I sit with no cheese or marinara on bread. Where's the justice? You deserve justice. There's no inpatient for people.
I do believe firmly in justice for marinara because I think it's a great sauce. Especially with meatballs, cheese slices, and a footlong that is not halal. Thank you very much. So, for the sake of this, because David and I need to do some food prep, I'm going to have to leave. But for Rumble, I'm going to have to do a raid. We are back in a little while on a Meg on Live. May I just say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. And for the super chats, for the likes. I really appreciate it. And I'll